Hi, I'm Brad Sherwin, Technical Agronomy and Data Analytics Lead for Landus Cooperative, and welcome to the Agronomy Minute. Farming is all about risk and reward. Each year you invest money in renter land payments, seed, herbicides, insecticides, fungicides, and fertilizers. Our job is to help you navigate all the decisions you need to make so you come out ahead financially. Now, in today's episode, we're going to talk about dry weather effects on corn. Stress during corn grain fill increases the chance for leaves to die and plants to lodge, while reducing kernel weight and potentially shortening the time period available for grain fill. Corn plants are most sensitive to drought stress during the pollination process. Delays in silk emergence and elongation relative to the shed of viable pollen can result in poor pollination success or even complete plant barrenness, leading to significant loss of yield potential. However, kernel abortion and reduced dry weight accumulation in the kernels can occur after pollination. Yield loss during grain fill may still be 3 to almost 6% per day of stress. Developing kernels, especially those near the tip of the ear, can be prone to abortion. Temperatures are high and moisture is limited during the 2 weeks following pollination. Now, the potential number of cells that can accumulate starch is determined by cell division that occurs in the endosperm during the first 7 to 10 days after pollination. Dry weight accumulation is the yield component that is affected after the kernels have reached the dough stage. Limited amounts of photosynthate to nourish the developing kernels can cause kernels to be smaller and lighter, commonly referred to as shallow kernels. Premature formation of black layer during high temperature periods can also reduce grain fill because further kernel development is terminated. Now, as far as late season nutrient uptake, recent research on nutrient uptake and utilization in corn indicates that current corn products take up to nearly 30% more nitrogen from the soil after flowering than older products. New research also shows that the timing of nutrient uptake in high management corn systems differs between nutrients and may have implications for nutrient management. 2/3 of the total plant nitrogen and potassium is taken up by silking, or R1. In contrast, more than 1/2 of the phosphorus and sulfur were taken up during the grain filling stages from R2 to R5. Nitrogen and phosphorus remobilized from leaf and stalk tissue provides a significant portion of the grain nitrogen and phosphorus needed at this time. Conversely, most of the sulfur supplied in the grain is supplied by the soil. During the late vegetative and reproductive corn growth stages, 71% of zinc and 65% of boron were also taken up by the plant. Recent fertilizer use studies indicate that nutrient removal from the soil by corn and soybean production systems may need to be adjusted to provide adequate season-long supplies of macro and micronutrients. Now, a common scenario is firing on the lower leaves. Several factors can contribute to this, such as dry weather stress, lack of rooting depth, and nitrogen and/or potassium deficiency causing cannibalization. Lack of kernel depth and standability issues will be the potential problems for these areas in the field. Now, as far as nitrogen deficiencies in late season nitrogen deficiency symptoms include firing or dropping of lower leaves, which will appear first on the lower leaves as yellowing and tissue necrosis in a V pattern. Nitrogen deficiency can cause stalks to weaken when the demand for carbohydrates to fill kernels cause the plant to remobilize or cannibalize nutrients from stalk tissues. Now, as far as phosphorus deficiencies, phosphorus deficiency can interfere with pollination, resulting in incomplete kernel set. Phosphorus deficiency can result in severe tip back and a slight crook in the ear tip. As far as potassium deficiencies, potassium deficiency can cause lightweight ears with poorly filled, shrunken kernels. Potassium deficiency symptoms on corn leaves appear first on the lower leaves as chlorotic and necrotic leaf margins, in contrast to the V pattern associated with nitrogen deficiency. Potassium deficiency can result in weak stalks that are prone to lodging. Potassium also plays a role in helping prevent stalk rot diseases and maintain photosynthesis. Potassium increases root growth, improves drought tolerance, maintains turgor pressure that helps reduce water loss and wilting, builds cellulose, reduces lodging, helps translocate sugars and starches, and really helps mitigate the diseases and nematodes commonly found in corn. For more information, contact your local Landus account lead or account manager, or contact the Grow Solution Center at 515-800-GROW. That's all for today's episode. Thank you for taking time to watch our video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when we post our next video. And lastly, hit that thumbs up so we can bring you more agronomic content. We really appreciate it.